So today we have two agenda. One is we are going to discuss about how to handle the people with OCD through CBT. That is one aspect. And the another one is there are some dignitaries joined here for certificate distribution. So I think many people from CBT would have joined CBT 5 days. Okay. Can you people come on the video if anyone? Have you received your certificate? If you have anything to share, you can kindly share. Hope everybody who joined for the 5 days CBT submitted the assignment and got the certificate. If you have not submitted the assignment, please don't ask. Okay. Only if you have submitted the assignment, etc. Hope you would have got the certificate.
Hello, sir. Good evening. This is Anuja here, sir.
Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, Anuja.
Yes, sir. I have received the certificate, sir. And it was a wonderful experience with you, sir, on CBT 5 days training. And I will be having this lifetime experience. So thank you so very much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Whoever has not received, actually you should not text me. Okay. I have nothing to do with the test. Okay, issuing of certificate. I have given you the number. Okay. Manju, can you tell your number? Manju, did you submit your Manju?
Yes, sir.
Did you submit your
Yeah, sir. I have submitted.
You have submitted. Please tell your mobile number.
70
70
600
600
680
680
60.
60. Which number you have shared? In which number
The
you have
same. Pardon, sir. Which number means this on the? I've shared this number only.
shared? This number means see the number which I told. Okay, and I'm showing this. Okay, 1 minute. This is your number.
Sir, I have given my distinct certificate or whatever I received on that to Preeti also, because she is my animal care lead.
Manju, you are talking about SDA certificate, isn't it? Canada certificate. You are talking about Canada certificate.
That also, and sir, that
No, Manju,
this
Manju,
one also.
Manju.
Okay, sir, I'll check.
Talking about Coimbatore, talk about Coimbatore. Okay, don't talk about Chennai.
Okay, sir.
Very simple thing. When I'm talking about Coimbatore, you are talking about Chennai, sir. It is very hard here. I'm talking about Coimbatore. Okay, I'm not talking about Manju. SDA certificate. Whenever it comes, we will be sharing. Okay.
Definitely.
Not for for certain people. For them, we will be sharing. Okay. I'm talking about the CBT 5 days we have attended. Okay. I have issued certificate to 250 people. Okay. So far, 250 people we have issued. I'm showing the certificates. Okay. So I'm talking about CBT. I'm not talking about SDA Canada. Okay.
No, sir. CBT. I'll check once again, sir. Okay.
For example, please mute your calls. So
Shola here, I did not receive.
That's what Shola I'm telling. If you have sent properly, you would have got it. When I'm able to issue to 250 people, how that I will not issue to Shola? If Shola has done everything perfectly, she would have got it. See, this is 98. Okay, 98 people. Tahireen, Sultana, Kavita. Okay, all these people. Total 98 here. And the another one, actually 2 people were preparing the certificates. And this is 160 certificates. Total 160. Then mute your calls. Starting from 1, okay. I'm coming to the last 160. 160 plus 98. Okay. And these are the people we have issued. That is total 250 people already we have issued the certificate. Whoever sent the things properly. What actually what is the qualifying mark? What is the qualifying mark?
You said 75.
75. But in your email ID, how much you got? In email ID, you people got an email ID, na? On the class, I told 70, okay. But I fixed 80 and you would have got email ID only as 80. Isn't it? 80 is a pass mark which you would have got it. But even then, I talked with people, whoever I felt to be genuine. We have released the certificate, okay. So if you have not released the certificate, now I cannot do anything. We gave the date as 6. The last date we gave as 6. Even then, up to 9th, we gave certificate. Even though it is a free of cost, we are giving free training, free certificate. 6th, we told. Up to 9th, we gave. Whoever has not received, send me the proof that before 6th, you have attended the questionnaire and the result. You would have received an email ID. Send it to me. Okay, I will see it. Okay, because we are also here. Because I had around 350 participants. Okay, yeah, thank you very much. And we are having 81 people here. The simple aspect is, Manpreet Kaur, can you just mute your calls? Dr. Fazia Acha. So one of the important aspect is actually in the 5-day CBT itself, I have mentioned we will discuss about OCD also. What is the full form for OCD?
Obsessive compulsive disorder.
Sir.
Okay. Now, team, the people who have come for certificate, just please wait for 10 minutes. Okay. You can attend the class. OCD, you can learn. Okay. Hope people are not in urgent of taking dinner. Okay. Okay. Now, can we quickly recollect CBT? Okay. Can anyone just tell me the big model? Sholajai, not here, Sholajai. This is not the platform. Please connect with me in my personal window. We will see that. If you have sent everything correctly, you would have got it. Yeah.
Yes, Beth came up with the model. First, the steps I will tell. First is early experiences, then core belief, then critical incident, then schema, then negative automatic thoughts, then symptoms. In symptoms, it is behavior, cognitive, somatic, motivation, and affective.
Okay. So one of the basic, this is big model. The basic of CBT is situation doesn't create the behavior, thought create the behavior. Thoughts create the behavior. What is cognitive triad? What is cognitive triad?
Negative thoughts about the self, about the world, and about the future.
Super, super. Okay. So that is cognitive triad. What are the general principles of CBT? General principles.
It is goal oriented, time bound, and
So it is therapeutic.
the,
Focus on the present.
Yes.
It believes in psychoeducation.
Okay.
So it is a strong therapeutic alliance.
Okay.
It is an independent theory.
Independent theory.
It is
Independent therapy.
goal-focused therapy.
Sorry.
Goal focused. Okay. So these are the various psychoeducation is part and parcel of CBT.
Collaborative.
It is collaborative. The therapist and
Focus on the
the
relationship between the therapist and the
together.
client is more important.
okay,
Focuses
okay.
on homework assignments, sir.
Very nice. Very
Homework
nice.
and assignments.
Yeah. Okay. Now let us end the principles. So principles, all of us have recollected very nice. Okay. So cognitive behavior therapy, it is one of the evidence-based therapy. It is having some principles. The principles we have seen. Cognitive big model we have discussed in depth, and cognitive triad we have discussed in depth. Okay. Now coming to the steps. Okay. How a CBT session is structured. Okay. Yeah, session will start with what? The session will start with what?
Figure out the mood of the person.
Mood check.
Mood check.
Mood check.
Mood check. So the session will start with mood check. How the session will end? How the session will end?
Sir, whether it is reaches the goal.
How the session will end?
Sir, whether it is reaches the goal.
No.
Summarizing.
No.
A feedback.
Sir, like mental state
Feedback.
examination, we have to do that.
Feedback. Feedback. How it ends is the session will end with a feedback. Feedback, whether it is open-ended or closed-ended.
Open-ended.
Open-ended. So the session starts with mood check, ends with the feedback. The feedback will be based on the open aspects. That is, the therapist will ask, can you kindly just tell me how do you feel today? How do you feel about today's session? That's all. We will let the client talk, and that we will listen. We will be listen. That's all. Okay. Now, CBT has all these aspects. Today, we will see some aspects about OCD. That is obsessive compulsive disorder. Now, what is obsession? See, anywhere when you are learning something, okay, when you are learning something, try to understand the basics. Try to understand the basics. See, when I say basics, even I had queries from different people. I got queries from different people. Sir, I have completed my, I got a degree from some private institutions, whether I can practice. Okay. And people ask, sir, I did, see, even after getting this 5 days therapy session, someone asked me, sir, can I practice CBT with this? Okay. You cannot practice psychology, even the basic counseling. I'm not talking about the clinical psychology and all, okay? Clinical psychology and all, it is much more higher than psychology, much more higher than counseling, okay? Even counseling, people should not do if they don't have a University Grant Commission approved university certificate. If you don't have BSc Psychology, MSc Psychology, university certificate, okay, you should not do counseling. If you do counseling, that is illegal. Day before yesterday, we distributed our certificates. There was one, we had our dynamic therapy. In the dynamic therapy, actually what happened, there was one astrologer joined. He is an astrologer. He is doing this Vastu consultant and stuff, but he wanted to join. When we gave the certificate, we issued the certificate by clearly telling that this certificate will not make you eligible to do counseling. This certificate is only for knowledge. You should have a, what do you call it? Yeah, government recognized certificate. So these are the aspects. Whoever is here, they should also understand. Anybody who's telling, any private agency, okay. Even people tell, sir, suppose there are some names. There are some names like organization, association, okay, even completed from that organization, whether it is approved. Only university. You know, Indira Gandhi National Open University, Mumbai University, Delhi University, Madras University, the colleges in which the regular programs are being conducted. Only those are the things are recognized in India. No private company is enlarged. Only in our certificate, you can clearly see in the bottom we have written, you cannot do counseling without UGC degree. All our certificate will carry this. Most of the certificates, you will not be able to see this, but we put it, and we don't want to cheat people. We put it very clearly. If you are not having UGC degree, you cannot do counseling. Very simple. You can learn for your own upliftment. You can learn. That is a different issue. But doing counseling, we should have a degree. There are many people had these kind of doubts. Okay. Now let us, when we talk about OCD only on the only after the initial aspects it will come to the psychologist. Only after the initial several rounds it will come to the psychologist. OCD actually it has to be done by clinical psychologist and psychiatrist. It is not a job of psychologist. In the beginning itself, I am telling you. If somebody comes and you feel that he is having an OCD, you have to refer them to a psychiatrist, because a psychiatrist again then they will refer to a clinical psychologist. The clinical psychologist will conduct assessment. After the assessment only they will know whether the person is having OCD, what is the severity, etc. Then the psychiatrist will decide whether it has to go through simultaneously counseling and medication, or only counseling is there. In that case, psychiatrist may refer, then psychologist can do. When a psychiatrist refers, okay, you can do. You can go for some kind of psychological counseling. Medication is not required at this stage. If the psychiatrist says, and in that case, if somebody comes to you with the prescription, okay, in that counseling is recommended, the psychiatrist would have written counseling is recommended. In that case, only psychologist has to intervene. Otherwise, psychologists cannot do any kind of what you call assessment. Particularly the OCD assessment and all, psychologists cannot do. Only clinical psychologists are authorized to do it. But after assessment is over, when they are doing therapy sessions, somebody is a very good psychologist, I would like to go, means, and no psychiatrist will say no. They will say, okay, go to any kind of counseling wherein you get some good what do you call therapy sessions. Okay, in that case, the psychologist can intervene. Okay, now. Can you people tell what is obsession? What is obsession?
Sir, obsession is repeated thoughts.
Irrational thoughts.
Yeah. Or just
Anyone. When some other person is talking, I think we have to stop. And if people can come on the video and talk, that will be very nice.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, it's the repetitive, unreasonable thoughts that are called obsessions.
Super, very nice, very nice. Abhishi Solanki, because when we are discussing about a particular aspect, okay, we have to completely understand the normal. Rupashri Hegde, please mute your calls. Okay, 1 minute. First, let us see the 1 minute. I am opening the presentation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 1 minute. I am opening the presentation. Is it visible? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as I told, the preliminary aspects, whatever I told, that has to be kept in mind. Okay. Suppose, for example, it comes to the psychologist. The psychologist also should know what are the assessment to be carried out. See, the psychologist can understand. They should know. They should know what are the assessment to be done, how the assessment is done, and how it is being scored. All these things a psychologist can know. Because then only even a person comes I will be able to interpret it. I will be able to see. So you can learn. The only thing is you can screen. For screening purpose, you can do. But the only thing is we cannot prescribe. Screening is different. Prescribing is different. I think we should, all of us should be able to understand the difference between these. One is screening. The another one is prescribing. Screening, a psychologist can do. Then only we will be able to give the proper therapeutic intervention. Okay. Now, let us try to understand what is obsession. Yeah, can anyone read this?
So may I?
Yeah, please go ahead, Anuja.
What is obsession? It is an unwanted, intrusive thought, doubt, image, or urge that repeatedly enters a person's mind. Obsessions are distressing and ego dystonic, but are acknowledged as originating in the person's mind and as being reasonable or excessive. A minority are regarded as overvalued ideas by real psychologists.
Yeah, this is what told by him, the example given by him. So the most common obsessions. Yeah.
The prevention of harm to the self or others resulting from contamination. Example, dirt, germs, bodily fluids or feces, dangerous chemicals. Number 2, the prevention of harm resulting from making a mistake. Example, a door not being locked. Number 3, intrusive religious or blasphemous thoughts, intrusive sexual thoughts. Example, Number 4, intrusive thoughts of violence or aggression. Example, of stabbing one's baby. Number 5, the need for order or symmetry.
So these all are actually what actually called obsession.
No, I'm not sitting now, no. I'm not eating now.
Okay. So 1 or 2 times I can wait. I cannot wait. Okay, this is what obsession. Understanding obsession is very much necessary to understand the OCD. So we people might have heard so many things about OCD. Okay, what is OCD? Okay, how the people will behave, etc. So can you just tell me what are the things which you people know about OCD? Please raise your hand. I will call. Please raise your hand. Please raise your hand. I will call. Anuja. Anything you know about already you know about OCD? Please raise your hand. I will call. Yeah, Avishi Solanki, please go ahead. Yeah, Avishi, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So OCD, in OCD, there are obsessions that are unreasonable and repetitive thought that lead to compulsions or repetitive behavior, which cause distress in the individual.
Super, super. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, Anuja.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, OCD is basically characterized by persistent and unwanted and intrusive thoughts, that is obsessions. And it is, I'm sorry, just a moment. Ek minute ruk jao beta. And it is also
Anuja, you can take care of the child. Take care of the child, no problem. Okay. Take care of the child. That is first. That is first.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Whatever people told about OCD, that is 100% correct. As far as OCD is concerned, we have to suppose if at all we want to know in-depth aspects about OCD. Okay, where we should refer? What is the final authority? Suppose we want to know, we want to learn about OCD. What is the final authority? Payal Chakrabarti, DSM-5. The only aspect finally where we have to go and refer is a DSM. That is what the final aspect. Even psychologists, we should know what is DSM, what is how it is grouped. Okay, the various aspects about the DSM. Okay, because the DSM gives you the very clear-cut idea about what is OCD. Okay, what is the characteristic of OCD, and what may be the symptoms. Okay, what may be the symptoms, and how to go about OCD. So all these aspects are covered under DSM. As Yogesh says, LCD also, but more or less, we will be everybody will be going by DSM, which is very easily available, and people can interpret easily, and it is being revised periodically. DSM starting from DSM to DSM-5, it is periodically it is being updated. So that is one of the aspects which we can refer to. Okay. So yeah, Yogesh, whatever you told is also correct. Okay. Yeah. So team, the people, SDA people, just 5 more minutes. Okay. 5 more minutes. So this is what obsession. Okay. And the most common obsession. Now let us come to cognitive model. This already we have seen. This also we have seen. Okay. So a cognitive behavioral model of OCD begins with the observation that intrusive thoughts, doubts, or images. See, actually the thing is, whenever a person gets this, the automatic negative thoughts, okay, symptoms, then we'll be saying the thoughts. The cognitive behavioral model of OCD begins with the observation of the intrusive thought, doubts, or images. Okay. So any aspect will have all these things. Any intrusive thought, it will have the image, it will have a thinking, it will the intrusive thoughts, doubts, or images. All these things we will be trying to understand. So the first aspect is, as I told, the clinical observation, the clinical assessment. Okay, the clinical assessment, even in the 5-day program, I have shared the link, and I have also shared the PDF version of OCD assessment. Okay, how many of you have done that online? I have given one only for learning purpose. OCD only for learning purpose. I have shared in the group, and many people have done also.
I have done it.
How many of you have done it? Please put it in the chat box.
So I have.
Yeah. So if you have not done today, today also I will share it. That will give you a great understanding about what are the different aspects of what you call the OCD. So that is available in my website. Okay. Otherwise, I will share the link tomorrow. That is the basis. Assessment. First assessment. Then after assessment, the level in which they are, whether it is severe, average, moderate, or not. So moderate and average. Okay, that we will be able to screen, and whenever when we screen itself, we will be able to understand. Wherever it is severe and etc., that needs what you call it needs medications. Now I will take you through the 1 minute. 1 second. Okay. So now let us try to understand something with the very recently happened one real life incident. Can anyone read this? Please read. Can anyone read this?
So may I?
Yeah, 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah. Anyone, please go ahead.
So may I?
Yeah, Anuja, please go ahead.
An example is the urge to push someone onto a railway track. The difference between a normal intrusive thought and an obsessional thought lies, number 1, in the meaning that individuals with OCD attach to the occurrence, or number 2, contain to the intrusions and in their response to the thought or image.
So an example, okay. Someone gets the urge to push someone on the railway track. Okay. Suppose let us take it as an example. So suppose if somebody gets that, okay, the difference between a normal intrusive thought and an obsessional thought lies. See, what is a normal thought when it becomes obsessional? It becomes obsessional unless and until I do the act, I don't feel normal. Unless and until I do that, something is pushing me inside. Something will be pushing me inside. So that it lies in the meaning that individuals with OCD attach to the occurrence. Something is to be done. What is the meaning they attach, or content of the intrusion and in their response to the thought or image? See, when the thought is intruding, okay, intruding in my mind, what is the image that I am getting? What is the image that I am getting? And what is the immediate thought because of the intrusion I am getting? See, I think people will be able to understand. Your intrusion is there, your thought intrusion. Because of the thought intrusion, immediately a thought comes or an image comes. How severe it is, that will only decide whether it is obsession or not. Now, recently in Chennai, what happened? Actually, that was an obsession, and what happened was the real incident. This girl, she was standing in a railway track, okay, in Chennai. The boy who was following that girl, okay, he pushed the woman when everybody was watching. That is, everybody was on the station. Everybody was standing. Okay, the girl was standing in the railway station. Okay, the boy was talking, and immediately he pushed the girl in front of the train, which was moving actually. The moving train he pushed, and she died on the spot. Now the thing is, for that boy, that is the obsession, because it results in the act. It results in the act. Sometimes, some of the aspect, it will not result in the act. The moral aspect will come into play. For example, whenever we get a thought, there are three aspects. One is thought action infusion, okay, or magical thinking, moral thought action fusion, or thought object fusion. There are three aspects. I will not be able to go very deep into it, okay. There are three aspects as far as these intrusive thoughts are concerned. One is thought action fusion, or it is also called magical thinking, moral thought action fusion, or thought object fusion. Only this moral thought. Suppose, for example, there is a boy. He feels the stepmother. Okay, the stepmother feels like beating him. Okay, child, 5 years old child. The stepmother feels like beating him with the rod. Okay, she takes the rod and she wants to beat him. There is an urge, there is an obsession to beat the child. Okay, the child is going like this. Okay, immediately the moral comes. Okay, the moral thought infusion comes. This is wrong. A good mother never does like this. See, the thought, the intrusive thought is to beat. The moment I take, other thoughts are also coming up. What kind of thought coming? That thought decides whether the person will act it or not. Now, here the thought, if it comes a moral thought, women doesn't do like that. Women, good women don't do like that. Then what she will do is she will throw the rod. Okay, she may start beating the child in hand. Oh, why you are doing like this? Why you are doing like this? Then maybe feeling guilty. Then maybe feeling guilty also. So the simple aspect is the thought, the intrusive thought. Then what is the thought following, and what is the image that comes, and the intensity of it. The intensity of it decides whether it is an obsession and the severity of the obsession. The obsession can be 10%. The obsession can be 100%. Now the boy pushed the girl into the railway station. The obsession can be more than 90% or even 100%, isn't it? Suppose if he is not pushing, he feels like pushing, but he didn't push. Something, okay, this is not good. I will be arrested, or something thought comes. Okay, he stops it. Then the moral thought infusion is coming and it's stopping. Now, the people who come, they may be at any aspect. During the clinical assessment, this can be find out. Yeah, maybe Yogesh. Yes, very correct. So these all are the aspect. It may what do you call proceed. Okay. So we will go into. We are having 20 more minutes. We will go a little bit in depth into it. Okay. Little bit in depth into it. And before that, just 2 minutes time. 2 minutes time. 2 minutes time. We are very happy to give this certificate to Sabita Ashraf. That is the certification as given by Skill Development Council of Canada. Sabita Ashraf on dynamic practical counseling. Sabita Ashraf. Benefer Rajesh Sharma.
Thank you, sir.
Certificate in life coaching. Certificate in life coaching. And Benefer, actually, she is not only a life coach, she is a play therapist. She conducted a play therapy program for 3 weeks. Benefer, can you come on the video?
Sir, I'm on the video, sir.
Yeah. Benefer has conducted a 3 weeks training on play therapy. It was such a successful session. We had around 80 participants. 80 participants. She is a play therapist. Again, we are having a plan to conduct a session in the coming months. And she is also a psychologist. Her mother is also a psychologist. That is a wonder. That is the wonder.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So just one more minute. I'm just reading the names. Nandita Trivedi, Gurpreet Kaur, Vandana Krishna, Armighty is Benefer's mother, okay, and Abdullah, Indradar,
Thank you, sir.
Indradar, Nasreen Shayad, Timble Soni, Gargi Pandey, and Smita Jain. And this is Armighty joint. And really, Armighty is Armighty. Can you come on the video again?
Yes, sir. I'm on the video.
She is real inspiration for all the psychologists. For everyone who wants to study psychology. Armighty, if you don't mind, how young you are?
Very young, sir. Only 65 complete.
Very young, 65 completed. Such a what do you call? See, when she used to attend the program, she will be the first person to ask the questions and also to clarify many aspects. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for the people who have got the certificate. The certificates will be sent to you today night. I will be sharing this to all these people. Vandana Krishna, Armighty, Abdullah, Indradar on student counseling, and all other people, we will be sharing it. And for the rest of the people are also coming, it will be distributed a day after tomorrow. Now I am opening the PowerPoint presentation. We will.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Very nice.
Others, it is for the rest of the people. Actually, one by one they are clearing it. Fasia ma'am, one by one they are clearing it. These all are very old. It has come now, so it is coming. Now we will. Now we will go to the presentation. 1 second.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Siva, sir.
Thank you,
sir. You are our inspiration.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you so much.
You are the inspiration. Achha. Okay. Is it visible, team?
Okay.
We will just quickly go through it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We will quickly go through it. Okay. So, for OCD, what are the current treatment? Okay, these are the current treatment. Okay. So one is the medication. Okay, one is the medication. The second one is behavior therapy. That is exposure and response prevention. This is one of the very famous, and also the utility is more behavior and exposure therapy. Actually, even if we see cognitive behavior therapy, it is not cognitive therapy. It is cognitive behavior therapy. So we will be using cognitive techniques and also the behavior techniques. So this behavior and exposure technique, this is exposure and response prevention, ERP. It is called ERP. It is being used most in the OCD treatment, and it has given very good results. Then cognitive interventions, mindfulness. Mindfulness, it is playing a very crucial role nowadays. Mindfulness, people just think that, okay, just concentrating on the present and sitting. Mindfulness is much more than that. Mindfulness is much more than that. And mindfulness coach, they are being sought by people of all the walks of life, particularly in places like USA and all. The mindfulness coach, they are highly paid, and that is being followed here also in India also. Mindfulness coach, because one is the meditation, one is the spiritual gurus, okay, and another one is on the normal level, in the corporate level, mindfulness coach. This is being followed by many people. For OCD, mindfulness gives a very good result. Even mindfulness, our program is going to start tomorrow. Mindfulness, International Certified Mindfulness Program. In clinical practice, CBT plus mindfulness. So in a clinical practice, we will be giving mindfulness along with CBT. For more severely ill patients or patients with comorbid conditions, CBT plus pharmacotherapy. So this is what the current treatment for OCD. Okay. Now, so exposure and ERP. ERP works much faster, and it is also giving very good result. Then CBT. CBT involves many techniques. Like these are the techniques it does. So integrating the cognitive therapy with and the ERP. So first we will any therapist, they will be starting with CT, that is cognitive therapy. Then slowly they will be moving to ERP. What is ERP? What is ERP?
Exposure and response prevention therapy.
Yeah. So first is CT, then move on to ERP, then combine both in session at home. Both in the when we are doing at the session and at home, both CT and ERP is being followed. So this exposure and prevention, how actually it has been done, it is being done, it is given here, but we will go to the next one. You can, these are the aspects you will be able to understand. Okay. So, just I would like to take only the very important aspects, okay, which may be really useful to. Okay. Please mute your calls. Okay. So behavioral experiment. Can anyone just read this? Can anyone read this?
So may I?
Yeah.
Design an experiment to test validity of hypothesis. Example, I will show signs of illness in the upcoming week if I touch this doorknob. My bad thoughts can harm others, which might give birth to compare feared and actual consequences that will give birth to identify what you learned from experiment. And
so
then
the simple aspect is behavioral experiment. Behavioral experiment is how the session will go is the first assessment. After assessment, the therapy starts. In the therapy, CBT therapy, the sessions, how it goes, which we know it. First, the mood check. After the mood check, we will sit with the client and we will start discussing with them. Okay, now we have all the result, we have all the therapy result and assessment, everything we have. So we will be asking the client. So in your opinion, what is that we have to work on immediately, which has to be worked on. So the client, he himself will tell. Everywhere it is open. So because it is a collaborative effort. Actually, as far as I feel like shouting at my kid and harming him. I feel like harming him sometimes. That becomes obsession because of various aspects. Sometimes the thought comes that you harm the child, like the thought comes to me. Suppose if the client says like this, then we will try to understand the symptom, the automatic negative thought, and the automatic negative thought, why it comes, what is the core belief, what is the schema, what is the core belief, and the early experience. Now she gets that obsession to hurt the child. It may be because of the OCD, and also it may be because of some other aspect also. For example, she is not being given the proper place in the home, and she is having utmost anger, which she is not able to express it on anyone. She is not able to express with the husband. She is not able to express with the mother-in-law or father-in-law. Okay, since she is not able to express with anyone, that anger, it goes inside. And when I get a chance, a place, an object through which I can just outpour all my emotions, the thinking maker. So the moment someone through whom I can exhibit my anger, that is the easy thing is the child, because the child cannot replay or react. The moment it comes, the mother thinks, I am a mother, I should not hurt my child, this is not good. That comes, and she realizes that this is wrong, and she comes to the clinic. If she is not coming to the clinic, what will happen? If it goes on, she will hurt the child. We have in newspapers, you might have seen several incidents wherein the mother has killed the child. Yes or no? Whether we people have read or not, the mother has thrown the child on the well. Whether we have read it or not, these all are the things it might have happened because of such aspects. So the therapist will try to understand whether the act has been committed or the act is not committed, but the person is staying there. Okay. So in that aspect, what we will try to do is, we will try to understand two aspects. The therapist will try to understand two aspects. One is covert and one is one minute. So what we will do is, we will try to understand, okay, the compulsion, okay, the compulsion which the person gets, the obsession or the compulsion which the person gets, which is repetitive, where it starts. So a compulsion can either be overt and observed by others. See, this is the very important aspect. Even on the first session, we will have to, the therapist has to understand this, whether it is overt or covert. A compulsion can either be overt and observed by others. Okay, so that is checking that the door is locked. Can you people give some examples for overt compulsion? Overt compulsion.
Counting, sir. Counting, sir. May I give this one? Counting, sir.
Yeah,
checking,
counting.
Washing
and frequently.
Washing. Repeatedly washing.
Repeatedly washing, that can be observed. Repeatedly washing.
Arranging things.
Tapping your
Counting
foot.
minutes. So following a very strict routine.
Following a very strict routine. Very strict routine. Yes.
Sir, hand washing and the skin becomes raw, checking doors, checking the stuff, counting in certain patterns,
Yes.
silently repeating.
Normally
Beautiful.
autistic kids or autistic adults have that feature which is more commonly found in autistic conditions of a child or a adult also.
So these are the things which can be observed by others. But this can be found out even through the questionnaire. Also, it can be found out. But something much more important is a covered mental act that cannot be observed. Mentally repeating certain phrases. Can you people tell some example? Covered.
So chanting several phrases or chanting several shlokas.
Acolia, sir, Acolia with the kids, which is there for autistic, will it come under that?
No, this is something different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, looking on the outside, but there are like series of thoughts going on inside.
See, repeating certain phrases. What kind of phrases people will repeat? For example, I will give you a scenario. Please tell me what kind of, because see, forward you will be able to understand.
Counting?
Yes, Sunita? Sunita, please go ahead.
Doing counting, sir, repeating again and again.
That is over. That is over. We are talking about covered. Overt is very, very easy because that can be observed. That can be observed by the people. Okay. But the covered, that cannot be observed by the people. Even the person who is doing it now, sometimes that may not be in his conscious awareness. And that is what having much more, power, because that only makes the people to commit the act. For example, Timil's only 1 minute. I will complete it, then I will ask questions. For example, I will give you some scenario. Please tell me what may be the covered thinking. Okay. Suppose a person who is washing again and again. Okay. What are the thoughts? Covered thought will be there.
So fear of
idea of pollution, sir. Idea of pollution, that the hand is dirty, contamination.
Anita.
Yes, sir.
I want the first person. That is,
okay.
I may get dirt.
I will get a disease.
Using the word
I will get sick if I don't wash my hands.
I will get some disease.
I will get some disease. Yeah.
I am very dirty and I will be a burden to others if I keep being dirty, and I may fall sick, and this may end my life if I don't wash my hands properly, and the world would come to end. All these extended thoughts would be there.
So these are the things. Now, since our time is very limited, I will tell you the interventions. Okay. The mood check. After that, we will be taking all the aspects of through MSME. We will be the mental state examination. We will be able to understand several aspects. There are various steps, but because of the time constraint, I am just telling you the interventions for this aspect. Suppose somebody is washing the hand again and again. One is the overt behavior. The another one is the covered behavior. Now, during therapy, what we will have to do is, we will have to attend to both. So, what is ERP? What is ERP?
So, exposure response prevention therapy.
So, in that, what first we will do in the therapy session? In the session, what we will do is, the person is sitting in front of me. Then we will be telling, okay, so when you clean the water, suppose when you are going in, to wash your hands. So how many times you do it? Sir, maybe 100 times. So what is the thought comes to you? That my hand gets dirty. What will happen when your hand gets dirty? Sir, nothing. Then why it is being done? Sir, at that point of time, I'm not having in my, that is not in my awareness. Now, are you in your awareness? Yes. Can you take 2 breaths? Mindfulness. Suppose if you are washing for 2 or 3 minutes, 1 minute, you are eating, after eating, just you are washing, okay, and you are coming out. Will it be enough? What do you think now? So at present, I think it will be okay. Now, suppose there is a dirt on your hand. Suppose here there is a dirt, okay. What the dirt can do to you? Suppose the moment he just stops replying, that means the thought is going inside. The thought is going inside. In that, in all these aspects, we have to bring the person to the present. Even Sunday, we have seen acceptance and commitment therapy. In acceptance and commitment therapy, what we can see is bringing the person to the present moment. Okay. Now the thing is, can you come to the present? Suppose if there is a dirt, will it cause any harm to you? Again, the therapist asks. Sir, I need a immediate answer. Okay. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Are you aware? Are you aware of me? Are you aware of your surroundings? If there is a dirt here, can it harm you? So if you ask 2 or 3 times, definitely you will tell no, sir. No, it will not. Okay. Now, in the therapy, in the ERP, what they will do is, what the therapist will do is, he will take a bottle. Okay, he will take a bottle. Okay. In the bottle, he will ask the client to take water. Then ask to the client, okay, whether the water is clean. Whether the water is clean? Yes, water is clean. Now, I am just putting some drops of water in your hand. I'm putting. What is the intrusive thought comes to? Sir, I don't get anything because I only filled up, but the water was good. Now I didn't get any fill. Suppose if the water is dirt, then what will happen? Then I will get that all the things that wash again and again. I'll be washing again and again. I'll be doing this again and again, Okay. Now, can you just stop? Now, what we will do is say, the therapist will take the water. Okay, he will add some dirty things on the water. He will just do like this. Okay, ask the person to sit. Now, what I am going to do is take a deep breath, be in the present. Now, this is my hand. I am pouring it. Whether anything has happened to me? Whether anything has happened to me? No, sir. Suppose in your hand, if it is there, will anything will happen to you? No, sir. Okay, can you just show your hand? Now, when he shows his hand, the thought will start coming to you. It is dirt. I will. It is going to kill me, or it is dirt. It is contaminated. I may die. All the thoughts will start coming to him. The moment he brings his hand, he will take it back. He will take it back. Then again we will have to do the same process. Come to the present. Deep breathe. Come to the present. Then I am going to put 2 drops only, and I want you to remain calm. I feel that when you came to the therapy, you yourself told that you will be able to withstand and you will be able to collaborate, isn't it? Yes. So in that case, can you try? Is it possible? Is it possible to try now that I am putting some 3 drops and I don't want you to shake your hands and I want you to see your hands. Is it possible? Is it possible by you? If the client says yes, it's possible by me, put 2 drops. See what happens. Now, this will be continued again and again. In the first session, first time itself, he will do like this. He will do like this. Because the thought will come. It will do. The therapist has to be calm. Let him do. Then stop. Okay. Take deep breaths. What you were doing? Sir, I was doing this. Okay. Now, shall we do it one more time? Come to your mindfulness. Nothing has happened now. Can we repeat it? Maybe in the therapy session, the therapist will do 4 or 5 times. Okay. Now, slowly through mindfulness, again and again, if it is done by bringing the person to the present, okay, whether the thought, intrusive thought, and the automatic, the other thought and images, slowly it will change or it will not change. And the science, scientifically, it has been proven that it will change. This is from behavior therapy. Along with that, the cognitive techniques also the therapist will follow, because now it is time up, so I am just rushing up. Along with that, the therapist also will use cognitive techniques. For example, the client immediately he does like this. Okay. Then cognitive technique. One of the cognitive technique we have seen in the class, that is for the time being distraction technique. What is the distraction technique we have seen in the class? What are the distraction technique we have seen? Can anyone tell?
Sir, may I?
Yes, Leena.
Yeah, putting a rubber band.
Rubber band. Yeah, Roshan Rathod. I'm very happy here. I'm very happy because see, one of the aspects is I told something. People are able to recollect and tell. Really, I'm very happy because see, when we do now, when people are able to recollect now, really the trainer becomes happy. You're all great. You're all wonderful. The rubber band. You're all
also
really
putting
great.
the ice cube.
Rina,
Putting ice cube on the palm.
Yeah, Rina. Very nice, very nice. Now, what we can do is we can just tie a rubber band. Okay. The moment he does like this, now we can ask him just do this. So immediately he will come to the present now. Ask him to make him to come present. Then do it. Then when we are doing it again and again, okay, in a controlled environment, the word is very important. In a controlled environment, then it will start reducing slowly. Then from the controlled environment to uncontrolled environment, that has to process. So minimum 10 to 15 sessions. So this will be followed in the clinic also, in the home also. That will be followed, and the therapist will give him homework on various aspects. ERP. On ERP, various exercise he will give. That will be followed for 15 days. And definitely the intrusive thought, covert and overt, that will reduce. How that we will be able to come to conclusion? Overt behavior will reduce slowly when the covert thought that starts reducing it. The covert you will not be able to see, but the overt you will be able to see. When the overt is reducing, that means the covert is also reducing. But during therapy, we have to concentrate both on the covert as well as the overt behavior. So thank you very much, team. It's already 10 o'clock. Thank you very much for the people who have received the certificate, Skill Development Council, Canada. And if anybody wants the certificate for the CBT, you will have to do your project. You have to do and submit. If you do and submit, even you can get a SDA certificate, but that will cost you also, because SDC Canada, they will not give the certificate free of cost. I will give, but they will not give. Okay, that involves some cost. And tomorrow our training program on psychotherapy is going to start. 100% practical, 100% theory. 100% practical and 100% theory. and definitely we will be hypnotherapy and all. We will be making the people to see that they are able to take the other people to trance. I think Subhashri has joined. Subhashri, I think you have joined, no? I have seen.
No, sir, I have not joined this one.
Acha, acha. So, I think I have seen you on the women counseling. Acha.
Yeah. I'm going out of station. That's why I didn't join the next.
Acha. No problem. So, Reena, I think you have joined, no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So, I can promise here, Reena will be able to conduct hypnotherapy in Saita. In EmoCare Saita, Reena, they will conduct a therapy session, and we will see that she is able to conduct. Reena, then, on behalf of you, I am telling, and I want you to conduct that. I will train you in that way. Okay. Thank you very much, Sheen. We will meet whenever we get time on the site talk, etc. We will meet. Thank you.